Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really digging into what makes people tick when it comes to MyLeadGenSecret, or MLGS.
Hmm.
We're looking at some open source research, specifically an article called Leading with the Hashtag 1 Benefit MLGS Leads Crave.
Right.
And the main goal here is figuring out what these individuals really want when they sign up for something like MLGS. Understanding that core desire, well, it could be super valuable if you're trying to connect with that same audience.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about getting past the surface features, the mailing list, the emailer, and asking why people are drawn to that specific system.
Exactly. And this research, it aims to help beginners maybe avoid some common pitfalls and just use MLGS more effectively by providing, honest, practical insights.
And what I found interesting is how focused this research is.
Yeah.
It doesn't wander off. It goes straight for, like, the main psychological driver for this group.
Okay, so let's jump right in. What is that core motivation? The research says, pretty bluntly, the number one thing is a reliable and easy way to make money online. Basically, income without a ton of hassle.
That really tracks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, so many people exploring online opportunities are looking for results, yes, but also simplicity. They want the outcome, the money, but maybe without the steep learning curve or the complex setup.
Minimal fuss. That phrase stood out.
It's about lowering the barrier to entry, getting that income stream without needing to become, say, a web development expert or a master advertiser overnight.
Mhm.
It taps into that desire for efficiency, least resistance, maximum perceived gain.
Okay, so that makes sense. And that leads us straight into why MLGS specifically appeals to them. The article points out it promises daily leads, traffic, essentially,
Right.
without needing to build a website or, crucially, pay for ads.
And that hits the nail on the head.
Right.
Because for so many people starting out, the biggest roadblock is just finding people to talk to, finding an audience. Where do the potential customers come from?
Yeah.
So if a system says, here, have 100 potential contacts every day, well, that directly solves their biggest perceived problem. It feels like a shortcut to the hardest part.
Right. It removes that huge friction point.
Exactly.
So the research then argues quite strongly that when you're communicating with these folks, maybe in an email, you need to lead with that benefit. Put it right up front.
Don't bury the lead, basically.
Yeah. Answer the what's in it for me question immediately. Focus on their top priority. Making money, simply.
It's just effective communication 101, isn't it? Resonate immediately. Show you understand their goal, not just pushing your own agenda. If someone's thirsty, you offer water first. You don't start with a long story about the well.
Makes sense. Okay, the article gives 3 examples of opening lines. Let's break these down. First one, imagine waking up tomorrow to 100 fresh leads waiting in your inbox and even seeing your first $20 commission roll in. What's working there?
Oh, that's good. It's vivid, right? Paints a
Sure.
picture. Waking up, relatable. 100 fresh leads addresses the core promise.
Mm.
But the kicker is the $20 commission,
Even though it's small.
especially because it's small.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it feel achievable, tangible. It's not some huge, unbelievable claim. It's just quick wins, that initial bit of success, which is psychologically very powerful.
Yeah.
Immediate gratification almost.
Got it. Okay, example number 2. Over 100 leads every day. More chances to make money. Much more direct.
Super direct. The check mark, it's a tiny thing, but visually it says value or benefit confirmed.
Yeah.
And then the equation format, it's logical, straightforward. Leads equal opportunity, simple cause and effect. Very clear, no fluff. Appeals to that desire for efficiency again.
Mm-hmm. And the third one, finally, a simple system that hands you ready-to-buy prospects on autopilot. This one leans into ease.
Yeah, finally suggests relief from complexity. Simple, there's some huge keyword. Hands you implies zero effort. Ready to buy suggests quality, not just quantity. And autopilot, that's the dream, isn't it? Passive income, automation. It ticks a lot of boxes for someone wanting results without the grind.
It avoids that whole feeling of having to build something complicated yourself.
Exactly. It's positioned as a done-for-you solution or close to it.
So underlying all these examples is this idea the research calls the no fluff before value principle. Get straight to the point. Avoid the long intros, the life story.
Yeah, nobody has time for that, especially online.
Focus purely on how MLGS meets that core aspiration, making real money online with less work.
Right. Because the research suggests these prospects are often looking for, financial freedom, maybe escaping a job they don't like. So you need to connect with that deep desire quickly. Show them how this thing, MLGS, is a potential path to that. Cut through the noise.
Okay. The article also mentions, briefly, a free MLGS calculator. What's the angle there?
It seems like a practical tool. Let people plug in their own numbers, their own assumptions, and see what potential earnings might look like. It makes the possibility more concrete, less abstract.
So moving beyond just the promise to something quantifiable.
Yeah, it empowers the user a bit,
Yeah.
helps them visualize it based on their potential effort or scenario, builds a bit of trust maybe by letting them play with the numbers themselves.
And we learn a little about the author Peter Graff. He's apparently active in affiliate marketing using MLGS and also Bluehost, shares insights from his own experience.
Which adds some credibility, right? It's not purely theoretical. It sounds like it's coming from someone actually doing it.
Hmm.
Sharing what they've observed works
Hmm.
sort of grounds the advice in reality.
And, important note, there's a disclaimer. He's an affiliate for both. Might earn commissions if you buy through his links. Standard practice, but good to know.
Transparency is always good. Helps you weigh the information, knowing the context.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. The big takeaway from this deep dive seems crystal clear. If you want to understand people drawn to MLGS, you need to grasp that their primary motivation is finding a straightforward, reliable way to make money online.
Yeah, it's about the destination income and the preferred path, simplicity and low hassle.
And knowing that is crucial for anyone trying to communicate effectively with this group. You've got to focus on that core benefit. Speak their language, address their main desire right away.
Absolutely. Put the easy money aspect front and center because according to this research, that's what they're fundamentally looking for.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you, listening. Think about this principle more broadly. How often do we try to communicate without really understanding the core desire, the number one benefit the other person is seeking, whether it's in marketing or relationships or anywhere else? What happens when you truly identify and lead with what matters most to the other side? What are the hidden number one benefits in other areas you're engaging with? Something to chew on.